What's up, Devils? J-Dog back with another goddamn fucking video. And today's video, we're going to be going over comments, questions, concerns on the video God Dethroned Sucks Balls, No Keyboards Allowed in Deathmetal. Fix this goddamn camera looking bright as a motherfucker. Not that I'm pretty much always am, but camera's looking a little extra shittier. Camera looking okay there, Devils? I mean, as okay as it can. We know I got the shittiest camera on fucking earth. Look how blurry and fucking fuzzy it is. Yeah, guys, the channel kind of grows. I am thinking about fucking buying a camera, but something that's fucking convenient too, because I did get a microphone that Lindsay went out and got me to like plug into your laptop, something nice and simple. Couldn't even figure out how the fucking thing works. I doubt the shit's plug in and go. I'm like, this fucking thing ain't working. I'm not spending an hour trying to figure this out. So it's like everything goes wrong with fucking me whenever I try to do something. So that's why I kind of been sticking with this. So that way I can keep giving you guys the daily fucking videos. But it'll come along as the time goes by. Keep in mind, I haven't been doing this fucking year because I would like a nice crystal clear camera, especially if you got fucking rip-on guys having me fucking basically peel down for you and tear off my clothes. Be nice to get some type of decent representation. And so, yeah, so I definitely would like to get it. But just like when it comes to anything new, especially when it seems like it's technological, reminds me of the fucking Mel Gibson line from Lethal Weapon 1 when Danny Glover's like, he's on the boat. He's like, why do you got to complicate everything? And Mel Gibson's like, I don't complicate things. Things just get like that all on their own. You got that goddamn fucking right. And Pantera guy, confused why I rip on. That's the title of the fucking video. So the God Dethroned Sucks Balls. You remember that was the Big D line, a.k.a. Down to the Dead. And yeah, said the God Throne was the most deplorable thing he's ever heard because the keyboards. Anyways, let's see what the fuck's in here. And how many comments is in here? 127 comments. Pussy ass 888 views in 3 weeks ago. God damn it, Devils. We need to get every fucking video at a minimum of 1,000 views within the first 24 hours. That's the fucking goal. When I'm seeing that, that's when shit, I'll even almost make a promise. If I'm getting 1,000 views on every single video within 24 hours, I will go out and buy a fucking camera. Again, something that's user fucking friendly though. I don't want some goddamn just some 20-minute startup project bullshit. You know what I mean? I want to hit play and just, I don't know, put a little fucking Bluetooth chip or whatever thing in the side of my laptop to download it, and that's it. Anything else, fuck off. I don't want to be dealing with it. Anyways, let's see what the fuck we got in here. Eric V, no keyboards in death metal, question mark. I guess no one's ever heard of Nocturnus, the Key being their best album. Yeah, actually, Dawn of the Dead thinks that album's homo as hell as well. Thinks Nocturnus is horrible. So he would say that. What do we got up next? RJCJ Rock. This looks like a fucking Dawn of the Dead fucking bash video. _ rock. I totally disagree with Don about Dark Angel. There is nothing gay in quotation marks about the other Dark Angel albums. In fact, they are just as heavy as Darkness Ascends. I haven't heard a lot of them, but like I said, I remember listening to, I think it was Leave Scars. I think it was that one. And I'm like, this is pretty good. Because yeah, like I was saying for years, I never listened to him because that's what you, rest in peace, Jim Kanye, aka Jim Sadis. He was, he'd say the same thing. They ain't got Don Dottie on it, it sucks. You know what I mean? So for years I didn't check them out. And then I finally did the shop. I'm like, this is pretty goddamn fucking good. The fuck were those guys listening to? Myzothea666. Speaking of 90s record labels, Necropolis Records had some awesome releases. Yeah, they sure damn did. What do you know about that one? Asking because I remember hearing vague rumors about them not being very reliable or something, but I only learned of them after 2004 or something, so might be completely wrong. So, you know what's funny? Because Necropolis Records, this is the album that always pops in my mind. It just so happened to be with a shirt. Wasn't planned at all. Impaled Mondo Menicali. This is their second album, which I'm a huge fan of. The first album's still my favorite, though. The Dead Shall Dead Remain. So the little bit I know, I guess I got a couple stories, and I was just told secondhand. So, well, kind of firsthand with the Impaled. It was Raul that told me. I thought it was kind of like common knowledge because it was in the lyrics. I forget which song. It's like the last song of the album, second to last song. But anyways, if you read the lyrics, it's all about Necropolis Records, and they're ripping on them like just a wretched wasteland. That's like you read the lyrics, it's pretty funny, but they're talking about the label. And Raul, who's the drummer of Impaled on this album, he got fired for fucking Necropolis Records for the lyrics, and it was just all fun and games. So there was kind of that. Matt Harvey also worked for them for a little bit, And I remember talking to him like the second or third time I met him, and he was giving just a few stories. I remember when Mayhem Grand Declaration of War came through, because it was Necropolis that put that out, right? It makes sense. I mean, I chucked that thing in the trash, but I'm pretty sure it was Necropolis because I remember the story. He said when they came through, because Matt likes Mayhem, and when he heard the preview for that, here's our album, guys, and they turned it in. I guess when they're listening in a company meeting or whatever, which is not what Hell's does, anyways. We kind of just listen on our own, to be honest with you. But anyways, I guess that's how they did it there, or at least that's how I pictured it in my mind as he told the story. He said they kind of just all like, uh, uh, like this fucking sucks. Like, what are we gonna do? That type of deal. And that's why it's finding it hilarious when now 20 years later, like everybody knew at that time that record was turd fucking central, hanging out with fucking Metallica Load. Everybody knew that. Like everybody knew that. I mean, because even as hanging out at outside Baxter's shop at the time for the show, it was gonna be Mayhem with Exhumed opening up, and Mayhem canceled. I remember Baxter, good, no Gayhem playing. Everybody was calling him Gayhem. Like that was as soon as they put that album out for about 2 years straight, everybody called him Gayhem. Everybody. So, but now people are like, oh, yeah, you're good, and the latest start Mayhem and all blah, blah. Which, by the way, I said I did listen to this later one was a Damon, and it was pretty decent. They cleaned up their act. But point being is why I didn't listen for years. I'm like, why the fuck would I after that? That was horrible. Just like I said, when I heard Metallica Load when I was like 11 years old. I think it was 96 that came out. I remember it. I was fucking mortified, almost like I got what is that, a PTSD from it to this day, that I've never heard anything since. I've never heard anything by Metallica after Load, never. So when people bring it up, I'm like, why are we talking about this fucking band? Like, why is anybody like, why would you check out those fucking traitors? I always kind of thought the same thing for fucking Mayhem. So Matt kind of told that story, which I thought was funny because they all thought it was fucking horrible. It's like, I guess I don't know if they had contract and had to do it. And then he said, just when I think when he quit or when they closed down or whatever, I asked him, do you miss working there or whatever? He's like, oh, hell no, man. He's like, just said it was super unorganized. He's like, there was days like, I don't know how they did it with theirs. They'd have like a postage credit or whatever. They'd have no money for postage to ship out packages for the day. Just completely fucking ran by like a bunch of amateurs. Again, this is just what I heard. I'm not saying that that's the case or whatever. And then when they closed down, last I kind of heard was was from Raw Sewage. I've been wanting to do for years now, fucking Impale Dead Shall Dead Remain on vinyl, 12-inch vinyl, the original goddamn recording. Fuck, at this point, a reissued CD as well, may as well. Maybe one of those digibooks. Man, that'd be sweet as fuck. And Ross said, he said no. He's like, because Necropolis Records owns it. He's like, and I don't know where that guy is. Last I heard, he moved to I think he said a tropical island or some shit. I don't know if he was just being a smartass or he was just, that's the truth. I took it as he was being serious. And so it's just annoying. The guy technically has ownership of stuff and he's holding up the fucking game because I desperately want to fucking do that. And that was the last I heard. And so the guy, I don't even know who the fuck owns it. I mean, if you know his name. But that's kind of like the little bit of inside scoop Necropolis shit that I know based on what I've heard. So, a little bit of fun fact for you, Arthur. N2DVOID. I think I've seen you in the comments. What's up, J-Dog? Question, would you ever consider doing a ranking the albums type of video from your least favorite to most favorite, like on bands like Incantation or Cannibal Corpse, etc.? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. At least if it's a band that I own every single album by, which Cannibal Corpse I do, Deicide I do, I could give you a little bit of a teaser. So my favorite Cannibal Corpse is probably Tomb of the Mutilated. And then my least favorite, I like every single album, my least favorite as a whole album, and I know there's a lot of people going to disagree with this because I know some people that love this one, is probably Kill. And just because some of the songs felt like kind of fell out, but the thing that's ironic about Kill is songs like Make Them Suffer, especially the song Make Them Suffer, and The Time to Kill Is Now. I think those are some of their really, really strong songs. Make Them Suffer, that's almost kind of like, in a sense, almost hanging out with Hammer Smash Face now. They're like almost expected to play it, and I do. It's a great fucking song. But definitely the album, I don't think the album has any sucky songs, just kind of like, they're almost unmemorable and fillers. And that one had the most on them. Evisceration Plague had a couple on there too that I thought were kind of fillers. So those are probably my least favorites. But yeah, I could do probably favorite to least favorite on Cannibal, Deicide. In can, probably not, because pretty much as after the album Blasphemy Down is all the stuff that I own and I like. Everything after that, I'm kind of like fuzzy on. I've heard every single album. I might own a version of every single, maybe an LP or something. But anyways, I wasn't like huge on. They all had at least one or two songs. I thought, oh, this is a really good song. But as a whole, I'm just kind of like just kind of blurring together for me. But I could do it on Deicide as well. Think of a band that has another, but technically I like King Diamond. Could do it on King Diamond. Could do it on Merciful Fate. I mean, Exhumed probably has enough albums at this point where I could probably do it, right? So bands that got like fuck at least half a dozen albums, right? Like for example, probably want to do it for Nunslaughter because full lengths they got what? As far as full length studios, was it just 4 albums now? You know, so where are they off? What is Red? Is that the 5th album? For that Angelic Dread, Red, Goat, Hell's and Holy Fire. I'm missing one? Don't think so. Oh, and Hex. No, 5 albums. Yeah, 5 albums. So. Versuvia Corpse Flower giving kind of a shout out, which is worth me taking note of, and I guess all you guys too. Attention J Dog and early 90s death metal devils. Best death metal demo of 2022 so far. Cryptic Nebula. Title is Amalgamation of Stars 2022. Cool new band from Romania. Sounds impressively straight out of the 1994 death metal underground. I haven't. Cryptic Nebula. Name looks kind of familiar. That title definitely doesn't look familiar at all. But I will definitely bear that in mind. Absolutely. Aegis Raven. Haha, I never liked God Dethroned. Apparently Dawn of the Dead didn't either. Ryan Peters. I always liked God Dethroned. Greg Grimoire is my favorite. I agree. Well, Greg Grimoire and Bloody Blasphemy, it's kind of like a coin toss. Those are definitely my 2 favorites. But there's not an album in the catalog that I think sucks dick. But again, that's a band technically. Hell, I could go least favorite to favorite on them too. Because I own every single album. Shit, they got what fucking 10 albums now? It's got to be something around there. There was Pantera in the comments. I'm surprised there's not more Pantera being thrown in the fucking this comment section on this video. I saw just one person saying he used to like him or whatever, but nobody else really bringing it up. Goro Stern, hey J Dog, how often do you hang out with Dawn of the Dead and Athnar? And does Don really only like demos, or is he a closeted fan of more full lengths than we think? He likes he likes full length albums. I don't think he ever said fucking he only likes demos. I mean, fuck, he likes the first I think he likes the first 3 Bathory albums. I'm trying to think, does he like Bloodfire? I think he likes Bloodfire Death too, but definitely the first 3 Bathory albums. He likes the first 2 Carcass records. Death, he basically doesn't like any of the albums, only the demos on those. He says Scream Bloody Gore sounds like shit. I disagree on that. He likes but he loves the Death demos. He likes Possessed 7 Churches. I'm just trying to think of albums that I know for sure he definitely likes. He likes Repulsion Horrified. He likes Slayer, Rain and Blood, and Down. All the albums. I know Rain and Blood is his favorite. He likes the early Merciful Fate albums. He hates all King Diamond. Think King Diamond's horrible. He never liked them. But I know he loves his favorite albums. Don't Break the Oath. I remember when I first met Don. He's like, the 2 most metal albums ever are Slayer, Rain and Blood, and Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath. He likes the first 2 Ozzy albums. He likes pretty much every album by Black Sabbath for the most part. Definitely all the Ozzy albums for sure. I'm pretty sure the Dio ones. He likes Dio. The first 2 Dio. I don't feel. I think he likes the first 2, but definitely Holy Diver for sure. He likes that. So yeah, I mean, there's some albums for you. Those are albums I know for a fact he likes. So there's some for you. Definitely likes albums. Oh, and how often do I hang out with Don and Athner? Fuck. I mean, as of lately, in the last year or so, Don's been coming down to the warehouse at least once a month. You just saw him the other day, so counting shows and shit, as of lately, probably, fuck, I don't know, 10 to 15 times a year. And then, but he did move out to Phoenix, Arizona for a little bit, like a few years ago, so there was like a 2-year gap. I didn't see him at all, actually. And then Jamie, he comes down to the warehouse probably about once every 3 months. And then there was an ongoing stretch where we'd have card parties or he'd have a barbecue or something. My wife, last time I went out to Jamie's house, my wife and I, yeah, we just kind of had a little bit of a cook off. I think that was last summer. And we've been talking actually about getting something out going too. He keeps mentioning it too. Hey, he invited me out like the last like a month ago. He's like, hey, cards tonight? I'm like, well, dude, I need more than fucking 6 hours notice. I was like, I got something going on. I was like, how about next weekend or a weekend after or something like that. So he kind of does some of that stuff there where it's really off the cuff where I'm like, well, dude, I need to do a little bit more. So I got plans. But yeah, then so Jamie, as far as I would say I see him at least 6 times a year, I would say, probably, between the shows, him coming down the warehouse, if I had an event at my house, and or if he had one at his. Yeah, probably about 6 times a year, I would say. That's somewhere around there. Ever tell this story on fucking Wild Enough Did I ever tell this Jamie story? Told it many fucking times, but I don't think I ever told it on the YouTube channel. It's a little funny. You know how I know, guys, I don't follow any sports or anything? Like, I'm kind of on a loop. Like I'm out of the loop. Reaper, he's pretty fuck out of the loop. Eric and Chase are really out. Like, they don't know shit about fucking nothing when it comes to that, even less than me, and I don't know nothing. But the only reason I think I know a little bit more is maybe I'll see someone wearing like talking about it in the locker room at the gym, or maybe on one of the TVs when you're doing cardio, or one of my in-laws talks about it because like a couple of my in-laws like one of Lindsay's brother, well, both of her brothers, they like football a lot of shit. So one of her uncles likes it a lot too. So I'll kind of like hear them talking about it, or they'll throw it by me, and you just go, okay, you just kind of listen. What the fuck else are you gonna say? You know what I mean? So, anyways, I know very very little, like nothing, right? And but those guys know even less. And him and I think it was Rodney from Devastation. I'm almost positive it was Rodney. They were having a conversation, and Jamie was talking about me, Eric, and Chase for sure. And I think Craig was thrown there too. He's like, so, oh yeah, dude. Well, maybe I don't know if you can see Craig too. I think Rodney maybe kind of knew about Craig, or because Rodney's he's talked to Craig more. Like I think he's had more personal interaction with Craig, but definitely me, Eric, and Chase talk about Hells. But I think Craig was in there in that list too. He's like, dude, those guys don't know anything about sports, and they're mentioning teams and stuff. He's like, they don't know who that is, whatever. And Riley's like, there's no way. I was like, I'm telling you, man, they don't know who it is. And he's like, for example, I guarantee you, like, whatever, I think it was Atlanta, he said. He's like, of the football team, he's like, whatever team plays for Atlanta, maybe that's who they were talking about. He's like, I bet you anything they have no, like, if you just mentioned what football team plays for Atlanta, they would be like, they'd have no fucking idea. And Ronnie's like, no fucking way. He's like, not even Justin. He's like, because he goes to the gym and stuff, he would know. He's like, I'm telling you, dude, you know. He's like, if any of them do, he's like, yeah, probably Justin would. He's like, I'm telling you, even him, I'd be surprised, very surprised if he knows who it is. And they took bets. I think they took like a $5, $10 bet. So I'm randomly just one day, Jamie calls me up. I'm like, hey, Jamie, how's it going, man? He's like, hey, nothing important, just quick question for you. He's like, do you know which football team plays for Atlanta, Georgia? I was like, no. And he starts laughing. That's what I thought. That's all. See ya. And he told, I guess, I don't know if he was on speaker or whatever, but he won $5 or $10. Don't know if like I said, don't know if I told that one on camera, but people love it. Joseph O'Donovan, no keyboards in death metal. Ultras of Madness, anyone? Donovan don't like that on me either, brah. It's abominations only. So, I mean, he's pretty. He actually just came down. Actually, I'll probably get this the last part of the story then too. He came down to the warehouse just the other day, and we were talking about that because my buddy Dan Murrow was there too, and Dan and Don are friends as well. So actually, a lot of times, as a matter of fact, the first time I ever met Dan Murrow was at a barbecue party at Don's, like 15, 16 years ago. So a lot of the stuff that events that they would have, they'd both be there. So they get along real well, and they live close together. So Dan was just down, picking up merchandise. He's one of the guys that comes down and picks up merch. Usually every 3 months, he has like a big bundle buildup of shit that he checked out within the site, and then he comes and gets it. Anyways, and then Don just saw him to show up that same day. I think he was dropping something off, picking something up. Anyways, and I was like, hey, I said, we're talking about the Godly Throne. It's like, Dan, you like Godly Throne? I said, oh, love him. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. And Don's just like, yeah, because the keyboards don't belong in death metal. He's like, it's just because when you're expecting death metal, you're not expecting keyboards. You're expecting death metal. He's like, if you close your eyes, he's giving this analogy, and you're thinking, milk, 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 milk. I'm going to drink a glass of milk. And somebody's like, yep, I'm going to drink this glass of milk. And then it's orange juice, and you're like, fuck, tastes like shit, right? Because your mind was thinking, you were being told, give me a glass of milk. I'm going to have milk. And you have this bittersweet orange juice. Now, if they told you it was orange juice, and you're like, oh, this is some deliciously fresh squeezed orange juice. But it's like, when you go in, you say death metal, I don't think keyboards. So yeah, keyboards don't belong in death metal. So that's his analogy for you. So that's what he said on it. So yeah, no keyboards of death metal again. Oh, another album I know he does like too. We're talking about is Sepultura, Morbid Visions, Bestial Devastation. There's fucking albums for you too. God damn it. Don't know why we were just randomly talking about them too. So more albums he likes, so I know. So anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Hope you liked a little bit of story time, and any more comments, questions, concerns, I'll go over it maybe on the next video, see if there's any more questions after this video. I was getting toward the bottom. If not, next fucking video, get over them and keep leaving them in there. God damn it, I'll get them answered bright and early. See you later. God damn it.